Hey, welcome back to another video. It's your girl Moon Goddess Tarot. And if this video finds you, then this video is meant for you. So I already blessed the cards and I asked God, what message would they like for me to deliver for the collective today? And the first card that comes out is third party. There were other things that got in the way between us being together. What else, Spirit? And that fell on the floor. Then we also have chemistry. I've never felt a passion this intense. Okay, so this is gearing towards a love message. Okay, so buckle your seatbelts, guys. 222 on the timer as I said that. So someone is about to come into union with somebody. 222. Soul contract. The lessons I learned from us will never be forgotten. So this is most likely a message from a past soulmate or a twin flame who you are right now in no contact with. You guys have been in no contact for a very long time, to a point where you guys had to go on your own paths and own journeys. And the thing about soul contracts is, for some reason, you guys, no matter how long time has passed, for some reason your soul is always drawn to this person, always bringing you back to this person, bringing you back to the memories. And a lot of it has to do with the spiritual contract that you guys have in the spiritual realm, aka your soul contract with this individual. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean this person has to be your twin, or has to be, it could be a soulmate. You will have multiple soulmates in this lifetime. Basically, souls that you come across, that you're meant to come across to teach a lesson, to learn something from, and vice versa. So not all the time does it necessarily have to be romantic in a way. A soulmate could be just like a friend, a really good person in your life, or just basically someone who's of importance to you that made a very pivotal moment in your spiritual journey. So I'm getting that this person ruined the connection due to a third party connection. Maybe they had a choice between advancing in a new uncharted territory with you, which was very intimidating at the time. Now, they didn't really know what exactly attracted them to you or drawn them to you, but they were hooked. And it had a lot to do on a soul level, a spiritual level. I really feel like you coming into this person's life was a part of their journey. And if you are drawn to this message, then 9 times out of 10, you are a divine being, maybe a divine feminine, divine masculine, but either or, this was someone who gift from God was embarking on a very new journey in love with you. However, this person already had a lot going on during the time they were involved. I really strongly feel that they were involved with other people. Maybe they were single and had a player mindset, or maybe they just were in an in and out relationship, long-term relationship, on and off again with somebody who was very karmic to them, toxic to them, someone who they felt like they had an attachment to, that they couldn't really, honestly, truthfully, I feel that this attachment to them has a little bit of some sort of like maybe some manipulation, some maybe love spells going on to it. But for some whatever reason, this person had always had this person in the background, no matter how long they tried to leave them, or they tried to date somebody else, or they tried to move on. It seemed like this person that they were in a third party relationship, that they were in a long on and off again relationship, was very toxic, very karmic. And I strongly believe that there was some magic involved in that connection. Now, when this person met you, the magic that was on their lives were being diminished in real time, because they learned how to love themselves through you, through loving you, through caring for you, through nurturing the connection. And at the time, it started platonic, but then maybe you guys were in business together, a partnership, or just straight up like, acquaintances, friends, or whatever. But through getting to know you and through connecting with you authentically, this person, you kind of melted their heart. They had a very, very dark space in their heart. So this was something that was very hidden, to you, even, well, not really to you. You kind of felt this on an intuitive level, but to this person, that was their shadow. Their shadow was that they were very, very unsatisfied, unfulfilled with life, unfulfilled with their situation, unhappy, depressed. And when they met you, you kind of instilled some hope into this person. You kind of instilled, you were the light at the end of a very, very dark tunnel for this individual. And through that, you healed them. Now, a part of their journey, right, was for you to awaken them to their dignity, awaken them to their worth, their self-worth, and awaken them to have enough confidence and faith to leave this toxic person that they were with. However, they had a very, very anxious attachment style. They were very codependent. And I have a strong feeling like the person that they were involved with in this third party held a lot of things over this person's head, blackmailed them. They knew a lot about this person, and this individual, the person on your mind, the person who is strongly coming out in this reading right now, was very scared of what this person would do if they were to actually leave them, because of the amount of secrets that they kept on them, or the amount of information that they had on them that they did not want the public to know. Because according to the public, this person is an outstanding citizen. This person is well put together. This person has everything they got going on for them. But deep down inside, there's a lot of mess and muck and secrets and lies and a bunch of crazy stuff, okay, that you wouldn't even be able to fathom. I wouldn't be able to fathom, really, but it has a lot to do with like some sadistic cultist stuff. And yeah, so this person was involved in a very, very toxic cult. That's what I'm getting. A secret society. And basically, they were trying to fit in. They were trying to get in where they could get in. And so somewhere along the line, God has made you guys cross path. Yes, this person was is very unsatisfied with their life. I wasn't happy with the things that were going on. This was them before you. Now, this is them now too, because apparently right now, they made their decision. They made their choice to stay with the third party instead of embarking on a new life with you. They went to what they were familiar with, and they went back to this third party because they were comfortable. They felt it felt like the safer option, right? Because with you, there was some uncertainty there, there was some confusion there, and it really did set off this person's nervous system. So they are someone who is very used to, patterns, doing the same things over again. They're used to their comfort zone. But the chemistry between you guys was definitely undeniable. And a little bit tells me that this was mostly like one-sided, because you get that a lot of people have that effect with you. Maybe you're like a natural flirt, or you're just like your energy is so inviting that people naturally, they earn for your love, they earn for your attention, and it's, a lot of people do naturally fall in love with you. But this type of connection to this person is pivotal, because the type of manipulation and spell work that they were under, a lot of things didn't really stick. And this person knew that their third party relationship was very toxic, very harmful. So they kept their whole entire relationship with you a secret. And when I say relationship, I'm not talking about sexual. I'm talking about their existence in knowing you, from the time that you met you, the time that you guys met up, hung out, and all of that, right? They kept it a secret, or they weren't as truthful as to how much you meant to them, because they wanted to protect you. And also they weren't really sure which direction they were going to go anyways. They didn't know if they were going to actually make that offer to you, or if they were going to just stay with their karmic third party relationship. But deep down inside, this person knew that they were destined, that you were destined, that you were God sent, heaven sent. And it says here on the soul contract, the lessons I learned from us will never be forgotten. So despite whether this person decided to, choose you in a way, and I'm strongly feeling that they didn't, but because now they're unsatisfied. Now they're reminiscing. Now they're showing up in your reading right now because they are really trying to pull on your energy and telepathically communicate with you to let you know how they're really feeling. And all of this soul tie stuff, this twin flame, a lot of it is telepathical communication, which means that nothing is really being said between you two, but you guys are connecting through music. You guys are connecting through signs and synchronicities. You are seeing this person's name pop up everywhere, and they are seeing you and getting reminiscence of you. So that's why they are most likely coming out in today's reading. And this is why this person, for some reason, even though it's been years, even though you are confident in your decision to move forward and go towards a love connection that is mutual, that is equally yoked, you still, from time to time, think about this person. And the reason you think about this person a lot is because they are thinking about you a lot. We have overwhelmed at the top. So this person bit off more than they can chew. The stress from this is draining me. So they've been contemplating for a very long time if they should come out and come forward to you with their feelings. We have regret at the bottom of the deck because this person is in deep regret of the decision that they made, because the decision that they made forced you out of their lives for good. Because you are somebody who knows your worth. You are somebody who doesn't argue. And I do strongly feel like you did advocate, you did put effort into this connection. However, when this person dismissed you and when this person told you that you were not the one for them, you did not chase them. You did not try to prove yourself to them. You literally just went to God and said, okay, God, because God, you already said that prayer. What's meant for me, please remove all people, places, and things that's not meant for me, and what's meant for me will find me. And ironically enough, the tower moment, the separation happened right around that time after that prayer, because deep down inside, this person had a lot going on, and God was not about to let you and take you off of your path and your divine mission to be mixed up in some sort of somebody's confusion, somebody's indecisiveness, somebody's inability to make a choice, and a good choice too. So right now, this person is overwhelmed, up at night, stressed off, thinking about you, regretting their decisions, thinking about all of the positive moments that they could have shared with you, all of the things that's happening in their lives. They're seeing it from the grass is greener on the other side, because at the end of the day, this is a decision that they made and they have to sit in their decision. And I really strongly feel like somebody pregnant. I said it. Somebody pregnant, because things is complicated. It seems way more complicated, right? It doesn't seem so hard for somebody to just step out and speak what's on your mind, and especially coming from you, a divine person who's healed their throat chakra over time. And you started from a place where maybe you also had a problem with making choices for yourself, or scared or going back on your decisions. But like I said, soul contract, you taught this person how to treat themselves. You taught this person how to love themselves. And a lot of it was for them to gain the confidence and the strength that they needed to leave this individual, and to understand that leaving them, yes, maybe you're going to be in, a period of downtime for a while, right? Maybe this person was connected to your money. Maybe you and this person, did start something, but just because you guys started something doesn't mean that you're not able to start something new, or doesn't mean you're able to build something bigger and better. But they needed to take that leap of faith, and they needed to trust in God that they were going towards the right way, and they missed the ball. They dropped the ball, they fumbled the bag, and they went backwards in life, and now they're in a karmic situation, and I feel like they cannot get out of that shit. Like before, like, okay, this person that I'm talking to is in a third party. This person has been in a third party with this person for over 7+ years. Okay, on and off, on and off, on and off, and this person was allowing this person to go out, do whatever they want, unhealed, toxic, whatever. But when they came across you, you had standards, you had boundaries, because you loved yourself and you knew exactly what you wanted in a relationship. And this person had an inkling that they were not ready for you. They were not ready to face their demons. They were not ready to grow. They were not ready to level up. And they knew that that's what they was required in them in order to step up to a person like you, in order to be with the person like you. So your calling, your presence ignited a specific calling in this person to level up. Finally, to level up, to grow up, to get that help, to heal those wounds, because they couldn't bring none of that toxic stuff over to you. And you clocked it immediately. And you clocking it was a oath to you, because you made a promise to yourself, whether that was in your old relationships, past relationships, prior to this person, that you was not going to dim your light for anybody. You were not going to hold your voice whenever you felt like you needed to speak up about what you deserve. So you didn't hold back from this person. You checked them. You told them what you wanted. You told them what you didn't want it. And it scared this person. It totally like this person, what's the word? Self-sabotage. Immediately went into self-sabotaging mode and ended the connection before it got too deep. So this person ended the connection very abruptly. You were surprised. You were shocked. You didn't want it to end. You didn't think it was to end because you strongly felt that soul connection as well. And you really thought that this was your person. But honestly, guys, in this twin flame journey, a lot of people could come off as your person, but a lot of people are like catalyst twins, like people who awaken a, a dormant cell in you to elevate you to the next level of your life. And it's starting to believe that this person was your catalyst twin, because immediately after you were heartbroken by this person, you immediately went to God and you immediately prayed and you immediately cried, let your emotions go, and then you moved on because you trusted that what's meant for you will find you, and you trusted that if a relationship ended because you spoke up for yourself, if a relationship ended because you advocated yourself, then it wasn't meant to be, right? Because you know the type of version of a person that you want to be with, that you deserve to be with. So this person right now, I feel like they got somebody pregnant, and they really solidify themselves in this faith right here. And the more and more that time goes on and time passes, the more and more that they're in regret because of this, their indecisiveness. Okay. See, what happened was, and I gotta be real with you because I really do. When this person ended the relationship with you, they wanted you to chase them. Chaser. They wanted you to chase. These cards is literally speaking right here. They wanted you to chase them because that's what they were used to. They were used to women going crazy over them, being toxic, karmic women who, or men, right? Because it's a reading, okay? It's take what resonates, right? But they're used to toxic people that chase them. So their overall purpose for ending the connection was to ignite that chaser energy in you, ignite that anxious attachment in you. But you actively were healing from that. And you were actively telling yourself, like, I'm not chasing nothing. I'm not chasing anybody, because what's meant for me will find me and it's for me, it's attracted to me. So if this person in this relationship says it's not for them, I'm not going to argue with them. I'm going to trust their judgment that they know what's best for them. And I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that as an opportunity to let me move on to something that's worth my time, something that's deserving of me. But they underestimated you, your self-worth, your self-value. They knew that you were not the one, but they still tried it with you because that was what they were used to. That is exactly what God was trying to tell them not to do, and they did it. Okay? They went back to their shadow side, and that's the only way they know how to keep people, through manipulation, through through narcissistic tendencies because they felt like they weren't enough. Like their personality to you was enough, right? Them coming to you authentically without a mask was enough for you because you are so loving and so caring and so inviting, and you see people for who they are, and you understand for them for who they are, and you love them anyways. And this person was so obsessed with trying to keep you and trying not to lose you that they ended up pushing you away because they didn't expect for you to leave them and stay gone. Things didn't go out how I planned. You see this person? This person is flabbergasted that you've left after they ended it with you. Can you imagine the audacity? I'm supposed to chase you after you told me you don't want to be with me anymore. I mean, the fuck do I look like? Right? I mean, excuse my French, but hello? You got the wrong one. You tried it with the wrong one. And to make matters worse is so much time has passed by that you don't even care. See, if this person had came correct to you with an apology, with their authenticity, with their genuine emotions, you would literally forgive them. But this person is not, their ego is not allowing them to even do that. Their unhealthy ego was not allowing them to take accountability for ending this connection with you because they are in love with you. They have always been in love with you. And this person would rather subscribe to a lie of a life to save face, to save reputation, for fear of judgment from others. You would rather volunteer a life prison with somebody who you are not connected with. That has to be some sort of spell work because that is literally not making no sense, right? So this person may have be maybe under a love spell, may or may not be. Okay, not everybody. This person could just be don't have the ability to make the right choices, right? And we can see that through their patterns. But you revealed something to them the minute that you walked out of their lives and never looked back. It says, I want to tell you the truth. The truth is they never wanted to end things with you. The truth is that they earn for your love and your connection every day that you guys are apart. The truth is that this person, even though you guys may be in no contact and may be blocked, clearly they're making some way to tell you how they feel through divination, through cards, through messages, through songs, through angel numbers, through stalking you on secret pages. Because, hello, they've always been tapped in, honey. It don't matter if they blocked or whatever. They got some tabs on you because they're obsessed with you and they're attached to you. And now you're the one that got away, and now you've earned a stalker for life. Not to scare you, but that's how it usually be, because you know your worth. You didn't put up for their bull. You held them to a higher standard. You expected greater from them, and you revealed to them their toxic ways, and you revealed to them that they didn't have to do that. They're rethinking the same moment that you walked out their life. So they're replaying it. And now, in the beginning, they didn't take any accountability for it. But now, I have a feeling that they're starting to understand the part that they played in it, and it had a really big deal. It had a really big thing to deal with their childhood wounds and traumas that they never tapped into. And the divine masculines out there are dealing with a lot of that because a lot of them suppress their feelings, suppress their emotions. When they try to talk about it, they tell them that they're being, a girl or whatever. So they suppress. But now they're starting to understand that those toxic habits, those toxic traits have a direct correlation to the same things that they have been pushing down and avoiding dealing with. And you reveal to them exactly where they needed to work on, exactly where it went wrong. So in a way, you still set off this person's healing journey. You still set off this person's growth journey, because even though they chose the person they chose to be with, they have to live with it. And their conscious is not letting them get any rest about the fact that their life is the way it is now without the collective, because of the choices that they made and the choices that they continue to make. Because from what I can see here, I don't see nobody coming up and telling you anything. So they still haven't healed their throat chakra, their crown chakra, to sit here and tell you the truth. Because at the end of the day, for all they know, if they came up closer, you probably would have took this person back. Because for them to come up here and tell the truth without any of that extra nonsense and the lies and the trying to make them seem like something they're not, you would have seen that as growth, progress, and hey, you may not have gotten back together with them together, but you would have respected them, and you would have at least, you know, ended the cold war with them that you have with them going on right now. But since they want to be out here holding back their feelings, now all they got to do is talk. Now all they could do is talk about you from afar, because they're not in your life. Gossip. I'm afraid of other people, what other people think. This person was too worried about what other people thought of them. Fear of being judged. And that's the thing. Like, you cannot be afraid of what people have to think about you, because everybody's going to have their opinion. But you letting them control you by running your life is ridiculous to me. But anyway, Spirit, anything that you would like for me to leave my collective with? Inseparable. This connection has made a long lasting impression on this person. This connection, you will be remembered to this person through lifetimes. Now, I'm not sure if this person is going to come forward. If they do, then I ask that you hear them out, because actually you can do whatever you want to do, but I ask that you hear them out, because that for them is a big deal. I'm not a therapist or nothing like that. I'm just an intuitive reader, and I could tell that this person's throat chakra has a huge fist in it, because they've been so suppressing who they are for so long. And you single-handedly exposed them for who they are in you knowing them, and it legit brought this person back to their selves, like their child selves. And like, wow, like I remember things that like make me smile. I remember like this person just will never forget you and the way you made them feel. People always forget what you say, but they never forget how you made them feel. And when you were in union with this person, they were like the happiest. Everything was going well for them. Business thriving, relationships thriving. They felt like the man of the hour. And then their self-sabotaging ways ruined it. So guys, this person, the person that's on your mind, that's been coming up, that's been sending you these telepathic synchronicities, you know who this person is. But I'm gonna end this message right here, guys. If this message resonated with you, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, please like this video so that these messages could get taken out more. Algorithm. I'm stuttering. No, but seriously though, like this video so it can reach more people. I really do appreciate the love and the support. But this is where I'm gonna end the reading for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next reading.